I just shot down the Blue Ridge Parkway, one of the country's most epic drives, which means I must be in Asheville, North Carolina.
Sit back into it and let the bike do the job.
I'm here to push Mariko, a native to Asheville, out of her comfort zone so that she can experience this incredible city to its fullest.
You're kidding, right?
And remember what I said, I got you, you're not gonna fall. You got this, right here, go for it.
A professional adventurer on a road trip across the U.S. with the skills and passion to help anyone, even a newbie, overcome any challenge. This is Venturing Out Park to Park.
Before we rip down the Blue Ridge Mountains, I'm stopping at Youngblood Bikes to get outfitted. Even though Asheville has been Mariko's home for her entire life, she tells me she hasn't really explored the numerous parks and trails, which is a shame. This playground for outdoor athletes is literally in her backyard. But enough of that. Let's get her set up.
Mariko?
Raheim?
Hey, yes,
Hi.
Raheim, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So how are you feeling about today?
A little bit scared.
Okay, so I was gonna ask you, are you excited or nervous? I'm gonna assume you're nervous.
I'm excited and nervous.
A little bit of both, that's good.
Yes.
You found balance. But on a scale of 1 to 10, how nervous are you?
7?
Okay, I think that's workable. Have you been in a bike shop before?
No, this is my first time.
This is gonna be fun. I don't know if you noticed as you walked in, they've got a ton of colors and a ton of options. So
Okay.
why don't we stroll around and see what they've got?
Okay.
All right?
I think the thing that kept me from mountain biking was not knowing what I needed. I didn't know there were so many different kind of bikes and all the gear. What would you choose?
What would I choose? The black ones. I'm go-to, all black everything. It's easy.
I was so nervous and scared. And going into this, I knew there was a possibility of getting hurt.
What stands out to you? That one right there.
They look really safe and like
They look
they're
ready
gonna
for
take
you.
care of me. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, safety first.
After looking through our options, and they had plenty, it's time to get the inside scoop from an expert.
Hey, I'm Matt. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Matt. So we're looking to get outfitted in some bikes today and some gear.
So what kind of experience level are you?
This will be my first mountain bike.
Mountain bike? Okay, so you ride bikes now?
Yes.
Cool, yeah.
She had the ambition, and I could tell this morning at the bike shop. She was ready to go after it. She was ready to jump on that bike immediately, and it didn't seem like anything was gonna stop her, including myself. But at the same time, I had to really make sure that that skill level matched her intensity and her ambition. So I think most importantly for us that she's safe.
Yeah.
She understands what gear we're working with and how to use it, because I don't want this to be a one-time kind of thing for I want her to like take this on and like continue after I leave Asheville.
Yeah, absolutely. We can get you set up with a mountain bike and all the gear you need.
Cool. Well, I'm excited. Are you excited?
Yes, so excited.
Are you excited?
I'm excited. All right, cool. Let's get
That's
you
what
set
we need.
up.
We got 3.
Yeah. Let's go check out a bike. The biking scene in Asheville is huge. Mountain bikers come from all over the country because some of the best riding in the world is here. The road riding is absolutely spectacular, and it's beautiful. People are friendly. The roads are awesome. So even if you're a novice, even if you're new to the sport, somebody's going to point you in the right direction and make sure you have a good time. Sustainability is definitely at the forefront of everybody's mind here. So it's important to take care of the trails and be a good trail steward and be friendly with other trail users, because everybody wants the trails to last for a long time.
What do people typically ride in this area?
We have fairly rocky terrain, so you want something that's capable of handling big bumps, big hits.
Remember I said I was excited?
Yeah.
By you just saying jumps, that took my excitement level up like 2 levels.
So it's my first time riding. How are you going to set it up for me?
I'm gonna put you on the bike and make sure that the seat is at the right height and the bars are at the right width and length.
Okay.
And we're gonna change the amount of air pressure in both shocks so that they respond appropriately to your weight. A lot of dials and a lot of pressures to change, but for you, it's something that we take care of. And when somebody buys a bike from us, that we teach them about so that they can do it themselves. But you'll also learn as you're riding how to position your body over the bike to get the bike to do the things that you want it to do.
Cool. So close your eyes for 2 seconds.
I'm a little bit nervous because I haven't ridden a bike in so long and I've never been mountain biking.
Are you scared?
Yes.
Okay. Come straight towards me. Onto my left. You got this. Cool. So close your eyes for 2 seconds.
I'm a little bit nervous because I haven't ridden a bike in so long and I've never been mountain biking.
Tell me, what's the first thing that comes to mind knowing that you're on a mountain bike now? What are your nerves telling you?
I feel like I'm getting ready to go down a mountain.
Okay.
And we're out of control.
Are you scared?
Yes.
Okay. What does that feel like?
Feels awesome.
Okay. I've never heard that before. You're scared, but it feels awesome. Okay. I had her close her eyes to allow her to feel like she was in nature. She was one with the wind and she couldn't fall because I had her balanced there. The longer we stay here, the safer I feel, and I want you to feel even more comfortable with that being said.
Thank you.
But I wasn't surprised. She opened her eyes, smiles, full of excitement, ready to just go, of course. All right, so it seems like she's all set up. We're ready to go.
Here we go. There was so much preparation we did. We got all of the right equipment and the bikes and helmets, and we still were missing a few things. We didn't have everything, but we still had to keep going on and we still had to do it. There's one of my stores right there.
One of your stores?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Tell me about that. I didn't know you had stores.
Yes, I have 4 retail stores.
So what was like the original creative behind you opening these stores?
I went through a divorce about 5 years ago.
Okay.
And my daughter and I were trying to figure out a way to pay for her college. She had a really expensive tuition bill. And so we opened a little kiosk in the Asheville Mall and we did embroidery. She's very good at sewing. She's always done that her whole life.
Nice.
And it took off and we had to open in stores. And it just went from there. And I feel like in life, sometimes we want things to be perfect and we were waiting for the best opportunity and we're waiting for the right time, but sometimes you just have to do it.
So we're at the Greenway, right next to the French Broad River. There's street art, nature, water, more nature, more street art. And there's also amazing food that I've personally tried myself. And I will be trying again before I leave Asheville, right here, just steps away from the Greenway. That just made me hungry. We chose to jump on a smooth bike path with the mountain bikes just to get our feet wet and see how Mariko felt just getting on that mountain bike and getting acclimated. So I'll help you out.
Okay.
Just so you can get really hurt out here on a bike really easily. All right, so let's ride and see how that feels with that length or your seat.
Okay.
I'm right behind you, go ahead. Don't hesitate to ask questions or adjust that seat if you need to, but you feel comfortable. So remember, the back brakes, not that front.
Okay. When I first got on, I felt still a little unsure of myself. I think it needs to go up a little.
All right, so tap that button and then lightly stand up a little bit.
Okay.
Yep, did you feel that?
Oh gosh.
Of course, with anyone, I'm gonna be a bit skeptical, for their safety because I'm not them. And I can be super confident in them, but what I need is for them to be confident in themselves. All right, you can stop. All right, so I'm just gonna come and just go down this hill, all right? So I'll demo it,
okay.
and then I'll drop my bike and you'll come back and try it, okay?
Okay.
So the same thing when you're riding down that hill, make sure you keep your hand close to your brake.
Okay.
You don't need to touch it, and just maneuver your body. So the one thing I want you to keep in mind is when you're going forward down the hill, you're gonna lean back, right? Because you're evenly distributing your weight, right? You good to try, or do you want me to demo it again?
I guess I'll try.
Okay, I'm watching her still have that fight in her to say, you know what? I'm gonna do this regardless to how I feel. This is gonna happen. Front of your bike goes forward, and you just lean back. You can sit down, but just lean back. There you go, that's a start. Lightly tap your brakes. Nice. After I had her go down the little grass hill just to kind of see how she felt, watching her body language, watching how she maneuvered the bike, and also making sure that she was safe, she did it with skill. Wall?
No.
So it was time to ramp it up a bit. You ready for it?
You're kidding, right? Is that a joke?
I'm coming around. You honestly don't jump much. So the momentum is the same when you're going down that hill, right? So you're allowing the heavy part of the bike, which is the front, to go forward as you sit back.
I really didn't know what to expect because I've never just taken a bike and gone off a ledge.
As she's looking at me give her instruction, the look on her face as I'm asking her to do this, she's scared out of her mind. I think you can do it. I think you can. If you treat it the same way you treated that grass lip there, it's the same thing. Come slow, and I want you to roll off of it first, okay?
Okay.
And I'm right here to catch you if anything. Just come roll right through here, just slow. It'll take you right down. Yep. How'd that feel? Easy, right?
Yeah, it was good.
All right, it's time to move up.
You can probably tell on my face that I was scared to death.
That was too easy for you. That's good, but I want you to add a little bit more speed to that. So go back where we started,
Okay.
and then come towards me. I think the beauty in it all is like, she's a go-getter, and she's told me that throughout the day, but she actually showed me that once she got on the bike. You got this, right here. Go for it.
That was terrible.
No, it wasn't. That was amazing. The fact that Mariko is not only a mom, she's a grandmother.
Scary.
Easy peasy. And she's still going at it. She's an avid runner. She's a business owner. She's a rock star just in life. She's overcome so much.
Oh, that's so scary.
What's that noise? What does that noise mean? But she's still here and she's still crushing. That says a lot about a person.
Let's go as fast as we can.
Go as fast as we can.
It felt exhilarating. I felt very excited and happy that I actually did it. I think tomorrow is going to be extremely scary. I think Raheim's going to push me to my limits, and I think I'm going to have to do things that I never thought I would do.
Mariko tells me that the art around town is incredible, so I think it's time for a quick detour to discover a little more about Asheville and maybe ourselves.
Do you feel like you know who you are?
I do, maybe, sometimes. Depends on the day. I try my best to stay true to that, so
Yeah.
I do like this statement. This statement resonates with me for sure. What about you?
I feel like I want to always be changing, just because I want to always be trying to better myself and not just think this is how it has to be,
Right.
you know?
For sure,
And I think that's how that we can stay true to ourselves.
for sure. I like that. Top in. We went into Citizen Vinyl today, which I anticipated to be just a record shop with some records. I heard they had some coffee, but it's legit a record shop, coffee shop, a restaurant, a lounge, an event space, plus more. I'm not gonna sing and embarrass you in this
Do
place,
it,
but
please.
no, not today. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe after we leave the bar. Maybe I'll sing some more.
I love Taylor Swift. I think because
Okay.
she is the most criticized, like she's not a musician.
I get that.
Citizen Vinyl is a vinyl record pressing plant, along with a vinyl-themed craft cocktail bar and farm-to-table cafe, a wonderful record store and art store downstairs called Coda. So if you're a musician coming to Citizen Vinyl, you could work with us here in this historic Studio A, and we could work together on making a record for you that could then ultimately be pressed downstairs in our manufacturing facility and potentially even sold in our store. So it's a whole music ecosystem here at Citizen Vinyl. What's really interesting about vinyl now is that for the last 10 years, vinyl has made this huge comeback in terms of popularity. People are rediscovering these wonderful non-digital experiences.
How's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
We want to grab a few drinks if possible.
What do you think about?
There was one called Working on It, I believe, and then the other one was Nothing Without Intention, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Cool.
Board games and journaling. There is a large analog cultural trend, if you will, of which vinyl is playing a significant role. And what's so interesting to us, the fastest growing demographic of vinyl consumers are 18 to 24-year-olds. And it's this immersive experience and the ritual that surrounds it, opening up the packaging and pulling out the liner notes and reading about the making of the record, that is what is driving this resurgence in popularity. And I would also argue as a music producer that the analog warmth and sound of a well-pressed record sounds much better than a digital version of that same recording.
So I think the Working on It is definitely your jam. It's got a little bit of coffee in it, like you said. Plus, you're working on becoming a better biker and a new mountain biker.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that's you
what we're
all
doing.
day. And I try to live my life as best as I can. always with intention, so I feel like this is my jam by default.
Thank you.
What do you think?
So it's truly a much deeper and more immersive way to enjoy music that other modes of delivery do not offer.
We're headed to Bent Creek in the Pisgah National Forest, just southwest of Asheville. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's full of hardwood trees, waterfalls, and hundreds of miles of trails. We most definitely need to explore this park.
It was fun to actually go fast, especially like on the bridges. It doesn't look scary, but it's extremely scary because you feel like you're out of control and you just can fall off or hit the sides.
You got it. Take your time, but own it. That was kind of the overarching plan to specifically mountain bike, but my focus was really just getting her to be comfortable in her own body, being comfortable with shifting her weight while on the bike and making sure that she was comfortable just mountain biking overall. The first trail that we jumped on got her comfortable going downhill, using the brake, kicking the memory, really focusing on her core and her balance so that when we progressed to a harder trail, she'd be more comfortable opposed to her feeling like I just threw her to something she couldn't do or she didn't think was possible.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
It was kind of funny to see that. She had a lot more skills that outweighed her confidence.
He really coached me through everything. He told me exactly how to stand, hold my hands, how to balance, the point of balance my body should be. What I'm doing different. I'm like, why am I breathing in? So when we're coming from the trail to the bridge, like, what should I do to prepare when we're changing?
Honestly, nothing, because just as we were going over the routes, it's kind of that same idea. The difference is the routes are really inconsistent, bridges are consistent, right? So just being mindful always while you're on the bike. So we found a pretty sick tunnel today that was encaved with a bunch of trees and had these little lips plus some jumps in it, and that was all downhill from the top. I was a little skeptical at first, you know, about putting her on it. You can let it go. Don't hold it. Yep, you got it. Nice. Good job.
When I looked at the downhill with the jump, I just thought I wouldn't really be doing that.
That was good, but just try not to hold your brake the entire time. Let it go. You got it. Nice.
That was scary. And then after I had to do it multiple times, it really got a little bit scarier every time because we had to go faster and faster, but I'm glad I did it.
Lightly tap in when necessary, but just make sure you keep your momentum up so your speed is consistent. Lean back, get a straight arm, shift your body weight to the back, roll right over the top, or jump. I'll let you pick. Get back into that squat. Nice. Just by using, you know, those little tools that I gave her, she was able to fly down that hill, go over those lips. Sweet! I know she didn't anticipate her wheels coming off the ground, but they did. That made me smile. Hope she didn't scare herself by doing that.
That's as fast as I can do.
That was, you scared me, to be honest. You really did. But I'm glad that, one, you kept your speed up. Two, you didn't hold on to the brakes that time.
Yeah.
And three, most importantly, you didn't fall. You still breathing?
No.
You're not breathing?
No.
Yes, you are. You're breathing. You're
I think I was holding my breath the entire time.
That's exactly why we need to keep going. Work on that breathing.
He reminded me to breathe the entire time because I think I held my breath every time.
She's probably sick of me reminding her to breathe, all right? Breathe. But I hope that when I leave Asheville, that she'll hear my voice in the back of her head saying, breathe, 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 and she'll remember to breathe, and it'll help her in some part of her life moving forward post me being in Asheville. Just walk by, drive by, high five, boom, boom. Thank you. One more. Flip the bike. Gotta put all these things to practice. I didn't show you that. I did not show you that, but I'm proud. I'm just gonna own it. I showed you that. That was my move. We're definitely gonna ramp it up a bit, and we're gonna ride through a stream crossing that has a bunch of rocks in it that definitely could be dangerous to a newcomer to the sport, but as long as she keeps her speed up, she'll be able to fly through it. If not, she's gonna get soaking wet.
Today was such a ride. We rode hard, we both got some air, and we both got outside of our comfort zones. believe it or not.
I kind of gave you some pointers with mountain biking. I think it's only appropriate that you give me some pointers on balance.
Okay, we have to come up here. Okay, so if I had to do the bite, you have to come up here.
Okay. But you go first.
Well, come on.
There we go.
I'm gonna fall.
All right, what's happening right now?
Hopefully after today, I'm going to be able to do this on my own. I'm gonna find some friends that wanna try something new, and we're gonna do it. I think my daughter will be the most excited because she just wants me to do things that I want to do and to get out there and just put myself out there.
Work hard, play hard. I thought it'd be fun to end our day with an inner tube and some inner peace. Welcome to Zen Tubing on the French Broad River, which I hear is the 3rd oldest river in the world. That's insane.
When we started out at the park, I was really nervous. I was scared to even just go off the ledge. I was so uneasy on the bike and it didn't feel that comfortable, but today was totally different. All of the exercises that Raheim had us go through and just how he talked me through everything, I just felt like I could do anything.
You're never not strong enough. You're a lot stronger than you think you are. So to see her get on that bike and not even wait for the cameras to start rolling, not even wait for me to say, okay, are you good? Are you safe? Are you ready? Like, that's a lot of ambition right there. If what you're doing is what you want to do, continue to do that. If you're not doing what you think you're supposed to be doing or what doesn't feel right, do something different. Chase what you want. Don't wait for permission. You have the permission.
I would definitely tell anyone if they want to try mountain biking, they can do it. I'm most excited to tell my daughter because I feel like we are each other's biggest fans and we both want the best for each other. She's going to tell my grandson, guess what Winnie did? She learned how to mountain bike.
Wow, Asheville is an absolute playground for someone like myself. Being able to hike, bike, climb, zip line, discover amazing art, enjoy amazing food. Asheville is full of great people with great attitudes. I mean, who could ask for more? I mean, maybe some more climbing, but otherwise, Asheville, A1. I know I'm leaving Mariko changed. I know she'll get back out there and she'll obviously crush it. But what I didn't know was how much I was gonna fall in love with this stunning city and one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. So long for now, Asheville. Keep a place in your heart for me. Deuces.